The following events were recorded as they happened at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto. On this episode of Life's Little Miracles, Calla's struggle with cancer and Kieran's shunt surgery. "15-month-old Calla Michelle has cancer tumors on both her kidneys. She is being treated for the cancer with chemotherapy. Today, Calla's mother has brought her from their home near Sudbury for a CT scan to determine if the chemotherapy is working. If not, Calla will need immediate surgery.
Nice to see you again. How was Sudbury?
It was nice to go home.
Everything went well?
Yeah.
All the chemo?
Yeah.
Well? As you know well, there was one larger tumor on the right kidney and then some smaller lesions anyway found on both the right and the left kidney. We are doing the CT now to see what the effect of the 6 weeks of chemotherapy was on all of these lesions and to decide whether she's ready for surgery or not now. There's a very small chance that there may not have been a response to the chemotherapy, and if we see any growth, then we would do the surgery now. We wouldn't wait for a few weeks.
Right away?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I don't expect that
I
do
don't know
that.
what to expect.
Yeah.
Bilateral was rare enough to have that.
Why don't you have a quick look at her, so, and then we can do all the paperwork and the chemo orders and things like that. Excuse me, madam.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay. Well, everything sounds fine. Hopefully the CT will show a response today. The chance for cure and eventual survival is good.
Yeah. 13-year-old Kieran Hale was born with spina bifida, which usually results in paralysis. Mysteriously, the only condition he developed was hydrocephalus, a life-threatening buildup of fluid on the brain.
That hits the spot.
Since birth, a shunt has worked to release the fluid into his abdomen. Now the shunt is malfunctioning. Doctors must operate before Kieran suffers permanent damage.
All right, let's go.
Hi Kieran, I'm Mary. I'm going to do your CAT scan today, okay? Have you had one of these before?
Yep.
So you know it's just pictures. The machine is quite large, but it's just pictures, okay? All right. Now lie on your back. All right. You're going to put your head in this little holder. You okay so far? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, here we go.
You know, you could almost say he doesn't have spina bifida. Well, he does because it's been seen at birth. Now, his problem is that in this segment of the catheter coming down behind his head, we have fluid gathering underneath the skin. We're convinced that it's spinal fluid, and secondly, it has got to be coming from somewhere, in my view, inside this tubing, and it's leaking out because of a small hole or whatever. Let's face it that as we come to this point before his surgery, we still don't have an answer as to why this fluid's gathering there.
That's the shunt right there. You okay?
Yep.
All right.
No, it's fine. Aren't you? I'm still nervous though.
Oh, I know.
You want to sit on the chair by yourself? What you want? Good girl. So here's Calla's contrast. So this just like makes her insides glow, or?
Well, it makes it sort of look like it glows on the pictures. Okay? Be right back.
Drinking. A little more. Catch your breath. Okay, Mom, I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
Well, we know about the problem with her kidney.
She has 2 tumors on one and 4 tumors on the other. The medication that we're going to give her is called Nembutal. We give the smallest dose that we can give to put her to sleep so we don't oversedate her. So what we'll do is you can hold her in your arms while I give it to her. When she falls asleep, we'll put her on the scanner. And when we're done, we'll be taking her to the recovery area. If this is really bothering her, I'll take it off for now.
Well, it's got to go back on.
Yes.
Everything bothers Calla when it's touching her.
You've been through this a lot too, so you know the process as well, right?
Yeah, we've only had CT1, but it was just, like I was there, but I wasn't because we just found out what was going on and it was just so overwhelming at the time.
Okay. So I'm just going to speak to the doctors and let them know that we're about to be ready to start. No, it's fine. Okay. And this is her Nembutal.
That's the stuff that puts her to sleep.
Yes. And it works rather quickly. She's just trying to stay awake, Mom. That's what she's trying to do. There we go, sweets. Raise her arms up. So, Mom, I'll be standing right here by the door. I'll be monitoring her with this oximetry and a blood pressure collar. Okay? Yeah, you can wait there.
She's tiny, or would you prefer it in 7?
We'll change the way the images look and reformat them in different projections to get a better view of what's actually happening within the kidneys.
Okay.
So what are they gonna do? Like,
He's going to open the back area here, check and find out where it's not working properly and fix it.
are they gonna shave my head?
They may have to a little bit, but just over the site of your shunt. They won't know until they go in exactly if they're going to put a new shunt in or what they're going to be doing. It depends what he has to fix when he goes in. Okay? All right, let's go.
Oh, this is good. You're not getting needled down to it or anything. You know, you're going on your own steam.
All right, so you see Dr. Humphries shortly. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right, we'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
We'll go back to being normal soon, don't worry.
Hey, big smile. You'll be all right.
Huh. Here comes somebody.
Morning.
Good morning.
You having a cool summer? You know what we're doing? Yeah. That drainage tube that was put in has surged very well. But when we see this region of swelling right in here, adjacent to the wound, that's usually the indicator that something has fractured or got a hole in it and it's gathering in this classic location.
He has been kind of a puzzle since day one because he hasn't shown any of the symptoms that he should show.
This is a good kind of a puzzle.
Yeah, sure is.
Absolutely. Okay, you folks can go around, I'll come and meet you afterwards and have a little chat.
Too much fuss. Fuss.
The radiologist has to compare with the last scan. Can't really tell anything from one.
So she's doing fine in there. We're nearly finished.
I don't think we've already using Dr. Whiteside today.
Okay, thank you.
That's it?
All finished.
Great. All done.
The nurses in here will just do a set of vital signs and then they'll be calling you in to see her.
I want to be there when she wakes up, tell them that.
Okay? I'll let them know. All right?
One to the left.
And this was from CT.
She's probably not on that sheet. They were just going to call there.
And Calla's how old?
She's 15 and a half months.
Hi, my name is Linda. I'm going to be one of the nurses in the room with them. Okay? So you ready? Sure. And I'll come and see you later. Okay, why don't you give Mama a hug? Come on, it's going to be over in an hour. All right?
Kieran, all right? All right.
So can you see the original scalp wound? Right there, excellent.
See how clear it is underneath? Just about continuous.
Yeah. Well, what have we got here? Look at the fluid coming out right around the catheter. So it's issuing out around the outside of the ventricular catheter, which I told the folks would not likely be the explanation here simply because it's been in place for almost 13 years.
She's not awake yet, Mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's better anyway that she's asleep.
Did we not do this the last time? I think
we did.
so.
Did they say if Dr. Wiseman's going to give me the results of the scans today, or is she going to call me with them?
They usually don't give you the results right away. We can page Dr. Weitzman.
I was just curious of whether the chemo's working, and they've stayed the same or they're shrunken, like they've shrunk at all.
So, contrary to all our expectations, the catheter tip is stuck in the brain, and we had every possibility considered, but this was the bottom of the list. And that stuff's plugged up there. You know, it's amazing you didn't have any kind of headache or anything like that.
Any symptoms whatsoever, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can I have a silk, please?
Okay. Beautiful. Don't go to the horse races with me and put your money on the odds, because the least likely to win was the cause. The catheter was plugged in the brain and stuck. There was no fracture, there was no disconnection, there was no hole. So we have put on a new year 2000 reservoir valve, and I counted at least 3 times when Dr. Creighton and Isida said, why has he not had more obvious symptoms, you know, like headache and vomiting, the sorts of things that we talked about before. It beats me. So that's that, and we'll see him back in clinic in September, October. Okay?
Great, thank you very much.
I thought I was going to be able to bring a piece of tubing out with a hole in it, but...
So we struggled for years now trying to figure out what it was, and the doctors didn't know. Now we've got an answer. Right? Now we know exactly what the problem was. Are we making them?
Hey, way to go. Steve, it was really scary.
Was it, love? Didn't like it at all, eh? Nice sweet rest.
Just relax. Hey, you did good. You did real good.
They just contacted us yesterday late afternoon and said to be here for 11. Okay, just sign right here for me.
Kayla.
It's Calla.
Calla.
Like as in the lily.
Are you tired, baby girl? I'm tired. Are you tired?
Spoiling me now. Dr. Corey, how are you?
Hi, I'm Shelley.
Hello.
My husband, Mark.
How are you?
So you had a chance to go over her CT with Dr. Weitzman?
I-
Let's see what would be...
She just
what-
gave me a phone call with the basics, but I didn't get like to ask too much. And because she was quite, I think, shocked at the findings.
Right. The right kidney, I must say, is a little bit worse off than the left. The right kidney has several lesions in there that would make it difficult to preserve.
You might remove one of the kidneys then, the whole kidney?
Well, our attitude is you go in trying to preserve as much as you can.
And she should do well with some of her, like with most of the left kidney?
A third of a kidney is plenty.
Like how successful is this? Like, what is, like my reading isn't good.
There's always the risk of significant bleeding that may force us to go ahead and remove the kidney to save her rather than, you know, have a kid.
She'd be on dialysis.
And then she'd have to go on dialysis.
Everything she's had in her whole life has been so rare, and if they say there's a small margin, she just seems to keep falling in it. And
Okay. It's a tough situation to be in, but we just have to be optimistic. We can't sort of say, you know, this is too hard and it's not going to work out. We got to believe in miracles. Miracles happen.
oh,
So
I know that.
we'll do the best we can, and she's a little fighter. She'll pull through.
Oh yeah, she's got the attitude.
Is everybody in the sleep mode? At a quarter to 11? Holy smokes. How are you doing?
When I just stand up, I feel a little lightheaded and that goes away.
Exactly. You've been smoking along for some time with the pressure inside the head a little up. And now it's come down because of the surgery yesterday. And hence you may feel a little dizzy when you stand up. Patrick, how does it look?
There's a little bit of paint there, the antiseptic solution we used to put a little bit here.
Ow. It's just stuck here.
That's where I'm going.
That's all.
Maybe it was stuck to the hair.
Now, what is the morning after question you got for me? When can I go home, right? Or have you even thought about it?
No.
He's still getting over the shock of that bandage coming off.
I suspect you'll be hanging out until tomorrow morning. Okay?
That hurt.
It looks so good, Kieran. Just looks like the other side of your head now. No big lump anymore.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah. Tickle again. Arms up. Well. Yeah.
I think we're all set. Do you have any last-minute questions?
If something happens, you can't save the last kidney, you'll come talk to, like, let us know.
I'll let you know what's going on.
So they're taking her now, or?
Yeah, I'll have the nurses come by. And anesthesia's checked her already?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
The sooner the better.
Come here, sweetie. I love you.
Okay, you gotta go on now. Just lay here.
Come on, sweetie.
Mom's sitting a little bit.
No, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, we'll see you in a while.
Oh, thanks, Linda.
Someone call into the waiting room, please, and just let Mom know that we're ready to start. She went to sleep okay, no problems. Okay, we're in business.
We're on the way. Everything went very well, and she's nice and stable and comfortable. Okay, so it's going to take about 4 hours, and I've instructed the nurses to come out and speak to you every hour.
10 minutes? No.
They're going to come out every hour and speak to you. So your next report should be about 4:45.
Okay. And I have one thing to sign to say he's going home with you.
All right.
Okay, so good
Thank
luck.
you so much.
Okay. So you can smile now you're going home, right?
4 months after the surgery to repair his shunt, Kieran continues to thrive. And his excellent health, in spite of the spina bifida he was born with, continues to be a wonderful mystery to Kieran's doctors and family.
That's the right kidney, and that's the tumor in the upper pole showing its face right here. Gently now.
And then there's the big tumor that sits on top of that kidney, that occupies most of the kidney, and that's the one that grew quickly in size recently. There's more tumor back here, right there, and there. Now I think that kidney has to go. You agree, guys?
Yes.
Calla?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Let's go ahead and take that out. Let's keep on moving, guys. Boy, that's not a good-looking kidney.
Yeah.
Let's go explore the other kidney. And good luck to her, I hope. We find something we can save. Coolie forceps, please.
Doctors hope to save enough of Calla's remaining kidney to preserve its function. They will do whatever is necessary to remove all of the tumors and save Calla's life. On the next episode of Life's Little Miracles, Calla's struggle with cancer continues, and Kyle undergoes surgery.